Hello, I'm Kelly Mantle. Hello, I'm Kelly Mantle. Hello, I'm Kelly Mantle. And this is the Kelly Mantle Show. Won't you come inside the Kelly Mantle studio?
Summer is peaking. It's sultry, it's sticky, it's citrus and tiki. It's rolling in sand till your butt gets squeaky. Well, walk into that ocean, baby, or take a dip in the lake or the public pool if you're landlocked. Summer is the season to enjoy and do all the things you've been waiting for. So the last thing you want to do is spend more time in the kitchen, or worse, the supermarket. Make your summer both enjoyable and delicious by getting the #1 meal kit. Yes, I'm talking about HelloFresh. That box on the stoop is like a diamond in the rough, just waiting to break free. Earlier this year, between my salon appointments, karate lessons, screaming sound baths, and greasy classic car repairs, I had hardly a moment to cook. But then came HelloFresh. HelloFresh makes it easier to fit quick home-cooked meals into your busy schedule every week by curating delicious recipes right to your door. Like panko-crusted chimichurri barramundi or sun-dried tomato grilled cheese sandos, as well as over 100 seasonal snacks, sides, and tasty treats. Make your summer enjoyable and delicious by signing up for HelloFresh at hellofresh.com/mantle10fm and get 10 free meals with a free item for life. That's hellofresh.com/mantle10fm for 10 free meals and a free item in every box. hellofresh.com/mantle10fm. That's MANTLE10FM. One per box with an active subscription. Free meals are applied as a discount on the first box. New subscribers only. Varies by plan.
Anyway, so where was I going with this?
Q.
Kudos.
Saphir Crystal.
Large? No. Massive? Her drag, of course. Her drag aesthetic.
Have you heard her new album?
Yes,
Shut
yes,
up.
of course.
It's really good.
I love it. It's so good. Whoa, who's it produced by?
Will you ever record music beyond Burger Finger? Because I think Burger Finger is a masterpiece.
Thank you. Oh my gosh, Kelly. Thank you so much.
Honey, let's get into it. I mean, the lyricstress.
Somebody fucking had to say it. I'm glad it was you.
Yes.
Now I would love to get into some more music, but the stars haven't really aligned for it yet. I feel like something is a coming real soon.
When the muses come through and deliver you another Burger Finger, you have to deliver.
I have a few demo tracks in the works.
Yeah.
Like I would love to release like a food-based EP with Burger Finger on it. I'm working on Taco Tushy with Morphine. It's going to be a reggaeton track. And I'm working on Banana Tits with Nymphia.
Yes.
It's going to be another hyperpop.
Well, now you're a
track.
barb, right?
Oh,
so,
of course.
Yes, we have to get some of that flavor.
Yes,
going
I
on
love
there.
incorporating the like rapping with the hyper pop. That's very much my vibe. It's hard to get inspired because I feel like so many drag queens release music that is just horrible and unlistenable. Trinity the Tuck, and they just toss it out constantly, and it makes me want to quit drag and never do it again.
Don't quit drag. We need you.
Okay, you've twisted my arm, Kelly.
Tsunami Muse.
Giving, mother. Fuck ice.
Fuck ice.
Fuck ice.
Fuck ice.
Fuck you.
Fuck you.
We hate you.
This is ridiculous. Saying you're going after criminals and everything, honey, you're showing up to elementary schools.
Yeah, bitch. You bunch of cunts.
Last but not least.
Domestic terrorists.
RuPaul.
God.
So what we're going to do is we're going to take the edit out and say RuPaul, and then you're going to go domestic terrorist. We're going to shame the edit on you, girl.
RuPaul's great. I love RuPaul.
Do you have any other than Jimmy Kimmel Live, which I love? You, girl, you showed up. You showed up and took that little interview over, honey.
Somebody has to be the motherfucking star.
Yes, girl. She was ready and prepared. So, do you have any interaction with RuPaul outside of Drag Race other than Jimmy Kimmel?
Yes, RuPaul actually came to the 1000th anniversary of Vegas Live. And that was earlier this year, I believe in early April.
And you were doing the show
or March
during that time.
I was doing the show. And what's the gag is that this is my first year doing the show. I was only doing it for a few months, and they were like, RuPaul's coming, and it's going to be a big event. And me and Morphine were in it. We were gagged, of course. And RuPaul was, we walk out and RuPaul was sitting right there in the front row. And it was such an awesome experience. It was so sickening. I mean, I love RuPaul, of course. You know, she's run into some controversy with the fan base in the past. But I mean, that's somebody who I really look up to. I mean, that's who I attribute me starting drag to. So
absolutely,
that's mother at the end of the day.
Grandmother, I mean, she paved the sidewalks that we are sleeping on. So
absolutely. And you know, it was so different getting to perform for RuPaul, you know, seated front row, than getting to perform for her on Drag Race.
Yeah,
because on Drag Race, obviously, she's looking at you with like a more critical lens. Mm-hmm. But here, she was just an audience member enjoying a show.
Absolutely.
And it was so special getting to perform for her and seeing her laugh and clap and cheer for me and get her life.
Well, you can tell she really digs you, though.
I hope so.
Like, you can tell that. I mean, like, I'm sure you got that feeling. Like, she digs
you.
Did. Yeah,
I did. But it was just, I think that was really, really special. And, you know, I can't wait to potentially see her again.
Who would you do for Snatch Game if you went back on AllStars? Any ideas?
I definitely have been toying around with a few options. Of course, I went to the Emmys last year as Mary Magdalene.
So good. That outfit was amazing.
Mary Sebastian Pickles Magdalene. And I think it would be so fun and gaggy to do prosthetics again for Snatch Game or something like that. And fully live in the character.
Yes.
So definitely her. She's number one on my list. But also Grimes.
Oh my God, shut up.
I kind of want to do Grimes for Snatch Game because she's...
What, just her microphone not working and everything not working and you just start freaking out?
Yes, and she did this really bizarre online interview where she was talking about how she loves spaghetti so much and her love for spaghetti made her malnourished on tour. She's just such a bizarre person.
She is such a bizarre person. I live for it.
Her child's name is a Wi-Fi
and she was married to Elon. Or whether married or they had a baby together.
Exactly. I just feel like there's so much material there.
So much material there. Speaking of, you do find yourself in some Twitter dramas and some social media dramas. So I want to throw these names out and you tell me the first thing that comes to your mind.
Sure. Oh my gosh.
Chappell Roan.
Love. Love.
Did you learn your lesson?
Baby, my knockers are battered and bruised.
Her. When you showed up though, dressed as her, meeting her. I mean, come on, girl.
I just wanted to pay homage.
Yes.
I wanted to pay homage to my favorite drag queen's favorite drag queen. Nothing more, nothing less. And I think I accomplished that. And honestly, the only thing I have to say about the matter is I've met Chappell Roan and I've had many moments with her that night. And you little fan bitches of Chappell's won't even ever get to experience that in your lifetime. So stay fucking mad, bitch.
There you have it. Coco Montrese. I will not with you. Natural beauty, no filter. Gorgeous. Calorie Kardashian Williams.
Mother.
Yes.
Diva. Legend.
Icon.
Get Calorie Kardashian Williams on AllStars now.
Yes.
What? Girl, you have Ginger Minj up there for the 4th time in a row and you can't get motherfucking Calorie Kardashian Williams up there not once? Something's wrong. Something's wrong with the system. Listen, ooh, I have a cough.
That's wonderful. We're not germaphobes here at the Kelly Mantle Show or anything.
I actually just came off of filming House of Villains. It's not a secret. They announced the cast, which, unlike Drag Race, they announced the cast immediately as we entered the house. They announced it publicly online.
They're like, let's get the talk going.
Which honestly, I feel like Drag Race should follow suit.
It's already leaked all the time.
It always fucking leaks.
I know.
So they should honestly
give the girls phones, honey. Give the girls their phones.
Absolutely.
And I mean, it's not going to sway the competition anyway.
And everything happened pretty organically on my season. I mean, the only inorganic occurrence was Saphira winning that comedy challenge. The PowerPoint one, the one. But everything else was fine. And you had Plasma on here. That's actually one of the last Kelly Mantle pods that I watched.
Oh, really?
I was like, what shit is this bitch going to talk about? Yes. I know she's going to say something. But
no, she loved you.
She was so nice.
Yes, because you all shared a dressing room together on tour.
We did. Yeah, we did. And we also had this ongoing, I don't know where Plasma and I got this ongoing inside joke that we had, but we kept calling each other Nona.
Nona. I love that.
I guess maybe because Plasma's drag gives Nona vibes. It does. She's younger than.
She's a girl of the theater.
Exactly.
Yes.
Which, how do you feel about a musical theater?
Oh, honey, queen? Listen, I've been doing theater since I was 5 years old. I know, right? So I love that you say you want to host a Slavic drag race, speaking of, and you want to overthrow Putin and bring drag race to Russia. Honey, let's do it. The children need representation there.
100%.
Absolutely.
They sure do. I know that it's a little rough. I don't know the full ins and outs. I don't think I'll ever go to Russia in my lifetime.
Yeah.
Yeah. I hear that it's not a very welcoming place for the queers.
Absolutely.
I do. Of course there are Russian drag queens and there are drag queens in Russia that do it. I feel like, what's interesting, recently I asked ChatGPT, my new therapist. No, we don't use AI here. We don't use AI. No, never mind. I asked.
You have a therapist through AI?
I asked. No, it's just literally ChatGPT.
Can you imagine getting therapy through AI? I bet they offer it nowadays.
Probably, honestly, right? Like a virtual therapist, but it's AI. No, I just Googled it. I Googled it, and Google is AI now too, of course. The first thing that pops out on Google is the AI overview. But I was like, what? Because I was so curious. I was like, how do queer people in other countries where there are strict laws against queerness and homosexuality, how do they cope? How do they survive?
Right.
And I had also met queer people from Russia and met queer people from other countries, like Islamic countries, for example, Morocco. I have a friend from there who these countries have very strict laws against it, and they all came here, right? And they're all living here now. But I was like, well, what about your, how did you cope with it back in your country of origin? And essentially there are always pockets of dissent, and there are always underground scenes in those kind of countries. So in Russia, I feel like there is still a strong underground queer community, and an underground scene where drag still thrives, because honestly queerness will always thrive,
always find a way, even if it has to be underground, it's gonna find a way. Yeah.
So absolutely. Hopefully, of course, all of our hope is that eventually it's all going to be accepted.
Honey, I say that we go ahead and we bring it there to Russia, Slavic drag race. I'm here for it. I hope
so. I'm so down for it. Even if it's even if it isn't Russia, even if it's Serbia, even if it's Yugoslavia, I would host a drag race Yugoslavia. And I would, if Valentina can go host Drag Race Mexico without knowing a word of Spanish, I can go to any Slavic country and also host in their native language. Valentina got fired eventually, but that was for other reasons. She smelled horrible, I hear. So this was a rancid smell. Smelled like rotted bologna. I actually went to her house the other day. Sorry. I love you, Valentina. I'm sorry.
Does she smell like bologna?
No. She actually smells really, really lovely. And she has 2 cats with smushed
What were you doing at her house?
We were having sex.
Life is full of choices. The red pill or the blue pill? The brunette or the summer blonde? Doggy style or the milk and water embrace? With HelloFresh, you can choose from 60 recipes every week, including prep and bake and ready-made meals, plus 100 market items to add on to your breakfast, lunch, and more. Every HelloFresh meal uses high-quality ingredients, including seasonal fresh produce and proteins that travel from the farm to your doorstep. The other day, I tried the Alfredo truffle cavatappi pasta. Taking my first bite, I closed my eyes, and there I was, transported to the island of Capri, reclined on the beach in the gentle embrace of Tilda Swinton, indulging in everything, wanting for nothing. What magic is this, I asked. I tore open that green and brown box. I needed more. I was met with another bag with a simple, easy-to-follow recipe card for stir-fried udon with pulled pork and vegetables. This bite took me somewhere I dare not speak of. A ranch in Simi Hills. It was once used for shooting westerns, then later a stable for renting horses. We sat barefoot and cross-legged in a circle on the floor, surrounding our guru Charlie, only to realize I was sitting in manure. But that's okay. Make your summer enjoyable and delicious by signing up for HelloFresh at hellofresh.com/mantle10fm and get 10 free meals with a free item for life. That's hellofresh.com/mantle10fm for 10 free meals and a free item in every box. hellofresh.com/mantle10fm. That's MANTLE10FM. One per box with active subscription. Free meals are applied as a discount on the first box. New subscribers only. Varies by plan. You're welcome.
So the Transvestigation Unit at the Kelly Mantle Show wants to know, did you really suck your way out of a speeding ticket?
When did I say that?
You said that.
So here's the tea. Shout out to the Boston Police Department. Karen Reed just walked free, honey. Yes. But I will say, sometimes you find a lady finds herself in a predicament. And she needs to get out of that predicament, and she needs to use her innate feminine talents to do so. So, did I offer these talents? I may have, and were they accepted and received? They might have been.
Well, she sure didn't have a court date.
Absolutely not, honey.
Let's do it. Who would you smash or pass? April, Carryon.
Ooh. Yes. Oh. Yes.
Yes.
Yes. 100%.
In drag and out of drag.
Yeah. Honestly, yeah. Oh my gosh. April Carryon is one of those girls. And I am such a sucker for like drag. I am like a really big drag fan. And there's this performance that she did somewhere. I think it was maybe like Charlie's in Denver.
Mm-hmm.
Look at me knowing my bars.
Love that.
She did a performance of Slow by Kylie Minogue where she like stripped down. It was like a real burlesque.
Oh, she's so good.
And she's one of those girls that can pull off like natural body, like without pads. And it was just so sexy and gorgeous. Yeah, she just turns me on every which way.
I know. She's so good. I mean, she's just beautiful, all across the spectrum. She can, have a full beard and her long hair and be shirtless and standing on a rock. And
she's on the spectrum.
And then she just is in a waterfall in full drag in a bikini with her tits hanging out, and just like, she's just gorgeous.
She is.
She's everything.
She was on your season.
She was.
Wasn't she?
Yes. She came in the little Cub Scout. Remember that? She did the little, what was that? Boy Scout, Cub Scout, brownie.
Isn't it? Don't you find it funny, or like not funny, interesting, I guess, how, now we're into so many iterations of AllStars that literally everybody and their mama is getting an invite back. Like, no shade.
I mean, there's so many. There's just so many. Are you watching the new one with the brackets?
I don't have Paramount Plus. I'm not.
Now, girl,
I'm not.
I know that World of Wonder gives us the episodes for
do
free.
they really? I'm sorry. I'm so like bad at like doing that kind of stuff. I'm so clueless. But
I'm not watching it either. To say I don't have Paramount Plus is hilarious. It's like $3.99 a month, girl.
It's not that I'm not like watching it. I'm keeping up.
Yes,
like on
just
Twitter
the clips
and
is
stuff.
enough.
Yeah,
the clips is
girl.
enough.
Oh my gosh, all that long ass dialogue and
Mistress
exposition.
Isabel Brooks is basically fighting with everyone and stealing everyone's stars or emblems or pendulums from them. What is it called?
I don't know, girl.
I don't know.
Your guess is as good as mine.
Smash or pass, Tammy Brown. Just smash her in the face. Can you just do that?
Yeah.
Just put us out of our misery already. She's a serial killer.
She tells everyone that she found that body, but I think she procured it.
Honey.
I think that she
is responsible for several bodies.
Bardies. What is her Bardi count?
Bodies, according to Latrice Royale.
What is
Trixie Mattel?
Smash.
I totally see it. Y'all's little makeup video together. Y'all were flirting, honey.
But it's gonna be one of those situations where I'm smashing her because obviously the clout and social status that would provide is sickening. So smash, of course. She has millions of fans and followers. I'll do anything for a dime and a nickel, honey.
Bianca Del Rio. I feel like if you smashed her, she would die.
Yeah. I think that she's at that age now where her bones are brittle, her skin is made of paper. I really think that, Bianca Del Rio at this point is she's just lip filler. She's just lip filler. And that's unfortunately the only thing that I feel like would be left of her if I was to smash her. So I'm going to pass. I'm going to do Bianca a favor and keep her on this earth for a few more years and pass on that.
Crystal Versace.
I would do anything that she wants me to do. It's not even like a matter of smash or pass.
Has she ever responded to you?
Crystal and I are friends. Yes.
Oh, yes, it finally happened.
Yes, she did respond to me. Okay. And that's one of the perks of being on Drag Race. You go from being, these girls' biggest fan. I actually had an icon of Crystal Versace. I had like a little shrine of Crystal Versace. I have a cardboard cutout of her. I pray to her almost every day. She doesn't know this. I'm sorry, Crystal. Now you know my obsession runs deep. But I would do anything that woman asked me to do. She is drag. She is
just flawless.
So flawless.
Yeah.
Like, and she just keeps getting better and better and better because she is like 19 years old. She's so young.
Is she really?
She won Drag Race at 19. Now she's like 23.
I did not know that. Oh my God.
Yes, ma'am.
That's crazy.
Yes, ma'am. So she's, in my opinion, she's a prodigy.
Oh, wow. That's amazing.
And she's just my prodigal saint. I love you, Crystal. I would do anything that you want. I would let you bend me in half, snap me, whatever. So have me back, Nisha.
Tell us about this incident with Roxy on the Christmas tour. Did you really just decide to do that last minute and she didn't know you were going to do it?
Oh, yeah. That was...
So you just decided last minute, I'm going to like poke out during her very serious number.
Life is full of... we live and we learn, Kelly.
Honey.
We live and we learn. Life
trust
is
me,
full
I know.
of choices and mistakes and, I had, up until then, you have to understand, up until then, Roxy and I were having so much fun on tour.
Mm-hmm.
I was really, really, and of course, working with all these alumni girls, like these really famous alumni in my eyes was like blowing my mind. And I was just the biggest fan of theirs. And I was having such a great time, like feeling like I was becoming like part of the girls.
Right.
And part of the sisterhood. And they were being really nice to me, particularly Roxy. We would have so many laughs on the road. And, in my mind, I was like, great, Roxy is a girl who, just like me, she doesn't take herself too seriously. I'm going to go on stage and have a little laugh. Plus, I had, on those Murray and Peter tours, sometimes
the lubrications are lubricating.
The lubrications are lubricating. After that night, of course, they limited our intake of those.
Okay, Jujubee. It's a Boston thing,
right.
Obviously.
Right. So, but anyways, after a few drinks, I was like, it'd be so funny if I because me and Roxy had been, again, she was performing This Is Me, my favorite number, right?
Your favorite
that
number.
I love so much.
Yes.
And me and her had been joking on the bus, for a few weeks about how ridiculous that song is and that number is. And I was like, you know what? I'm just going to go fuck with her a little bit while she's doing it. Yes. And it's going to be so funny and she's going to laugh and we're going to have the best kiki about it. So, of course, I went on stage, in a state of undress and, grabbed her robe and the audience laughed. And when the audience laughed, she did not laugh.
No.
She did not laugh. She said, she gave everybody a very courteous wave goodbye and left the stage mid-number and cussed me the fuck out. When I tell you, the fear of the Lord was instilled in me that day. I was so shook.
What did she say?
Girl, she was screaming. She said she was screaming. I have never been disrespected like this in my entire career, in my entire 60 plus years doing drag. I have never been disrespected like this.
No.
And then she but here's the deal, I feel like because she was so in the zone, it really, really threw her for a loop that the audience laughed.
Oh.
Because that is not a laughing number.
Right.
That is a number that people feel deeply and emotionally. It's This Is Me from The Greatest Showman. So I think Roxy is a seasoned professional.
Yes.
And she is a diva. And I did, it was a mistake on my end. I should not have done that without her permission. That was disrespectful at the end of the day. And I owned up to that and I apologized.
Well, you sent her ornamental cabbage flowers and I can't think of anything more.
I did. Because our next stop was Seattle and, flowers were not in season, I guess, in Seattle. So I was like, I need to give Roxy a bouquet.
And see, this is why I know that underneath all of this, you have such a big heart.
Aww.
You can totally see it. I can feel it the minute you walked in this room.
Thank you.
You really do.
It's enlarged. It's a medical condition.
Well, I mean, whatever it takes, as long as you have one that's beating.
Thank you. Yeah. And I can't. I'm actually I find myself getting into conflict because I'm also somebody who's a little bit crazy, admittedly. So my blood boils a little quickly.
Insane in the membrane, plain Jane.
It's the Russian. It's my dad's genes. He heats up very fast and then he cools down very fast as well. So I can get very heated in the moment, and I can if I say something and somebody says something to me back, oh honey, I'm ready to roll. I'm on the defense, offense, whatever.
That's what we love about you.
Thank you. But, at the end of the day, I don't like to work or exist in an environment where there's conflict. I really don't.
No, I think it's playful. I mean, I get everything you do, I find playful. I just find it to be playful and fun. And that's what, it's entertainment. It's showbiz. That's what we love.
You get it, Kelly Mantle.
Absolutely, girl. Cheers to that.
Cheers.
Salud. The world is flooding. The water is taking us all over. And plain Jane is our current day Noah. And she has her own ark.
Noah Cyrus?
There we go. Noah Cyrus is the name of the ark. And instead of being able to save 2 of every animal, she can only save 1 of 2 celebrities. Who will she bring on to Noah Cyrus Ark? Or who will she throw into the ocean? Do I have your consensual consent to consent to the consensus of the consensual consent?
Yes.
Kelsey Ballerini or Chrissy Schlapeka? Oh. Already.
Kelsey Ballerini did save my life, but I'm going to count on the fact that I've learned from that first time and I won't be needing her services anymore. So Kelsey, get off the boat.
Oh my God.
Chrissy, I am saving you, bitch. Okay.
You are saving Chrissy.
Chrissy is responsible for the iconic billboard topping single bodysuit. I cannot get rid of Chrissy Chapeka. No matter how much I love Kelsey Ballerini and no matter how many times she saved my life up until this point, I cannot return the favor today, Kelsey. I have to save my girl Chrissy Chapeka. Yes.
And how was she involved with bodysuit?
She sang it.
Oh, she's the one who sang it.
She sang bodysuit. Not only that, she invited me last year on stage at her concert when she performed it.
That's so cool.
Yes,
I love that.
That's my girl.
Okay, this one's going to be hard.
Oh.
Nicki Minaj.
Yes.
Or Kim Petras.
Ooh. In time, inclines. Bitches gonna get on my incline. World tours, it's mine. 10 little letters on a big sign. Justin Bieber. You know I met him with the ether. Buns out, wiener. But I gotta keep my eye off Selena. I'm sorry, Kim. I would never, ever, ever condone violence against a trans woman. No. But this is my one exception, honey. Get off the fucking boat. Get off the Noah Cyrus Ark, bitch. I'm saving Nikki!
Avengers or X-Men?
Ooh. Do you know what?
That's like a gangbang just waiting to happen on the Ark.
You're not wrong. No. Actually, now that you fucking mention it, I'm saving the X-Men, honey.
Exactly.
Well, I mean, Hulk is packing. Listen, I will say the Avengers, I feel like the Avengers franchise as a whole is a lot more like consistent than the X-Men. The X-Men has had some like duds along the way for sure. That being said, Wolverine is like so sexy. You know what, Avengers, y'all have had a good run, but I feel like there's the X-Men, there's so many of them and they're all so hot and they all have like superpowers and like superpowered infused like mutated fucking like cum and like sperm and I know that is just an orgy every single fucking
night.
What
if they got you pregnant?
Right?
What would you do?
I would have
choice?
I would have no choice but to bear their child.
No choice or pro-choice?
I would I am pro-choice, but for the X-Men, honey, I'd be pro-life.
Oh my God. Wait, that left me gagged.
So I'm saving the X-Men, honey. Avengers, y'all.
Okay, so forgive me if I say any of these names wrong, and I know that you played her in Snatch Game. Drita Duvanzo or Yelena Karlayusian?
Why would y'all do this to me? Like, y'all know, first of all, both of these women I have fantastic relationships with, okay? Yes. Drita Duvanzo I just worked with on House of Villains, and she was so amazing. And Yelena, you know, she has reached out to me on social media and she has just been the sweetest and she has had such nice things to say. She is a Serbian icon and legend. But you know what? I'm gonna have to save Drita. Really? You know what, Yelena, I love you so much, but honey, at the end of the day, I can take your motherfucking spot.
Plasma.
No.
Or Dawn.
Do you know what? I will be saving Plasma. Ultimately, it's not even a hard choice for me. I think I would be doing the world a favor.
Now, she is one of Saphira's best friends.
No.
Or best girlfriends from the show. No?
No.
Oh, well, that's not what Saphira just said on the show.
Saphira loves to, you know, play her role of Miss Congeniality, and that's fine for her, but I tell it like it is. You come to me for the real tea, okay? Yes. You come to Saphira for the, you know, frumple bumpkin, la-di-da-di, goody-goody, doody-doody. But you come to me, honey, for the real tea. And I'm telling you, Dawn is a scourge on this earth.
So what if you all ended up on AllStars together?
I would have to completely and utterly assassinate her.
Oh my gosh. Burger or hot dog?
Burger. Obviously. I mean, come on. Burger is staying. How else are we going to have Burger Finger? Come on.
Hello. Why is this person even on the list? Mark Wahlberg? or Ben Affleck.
Ben Affleck. Blen. That's good old Blen. That's good old Blen Affleck.
Mark Wahlberg or Ben Affleck.
Are they both Bostonians? Is that why they're on the list?
I know that Matt Damon and Ben Affleck are, but I don't know if Mark Wahlberg is.
Mark Wahlberg
is. He seems like he would be.
Yeah. He is. I would save. I think I would say Ben Affleck.
Yeah.
Ben Affleck is definitely like sexier. Mark Wahlberg.
He's cringe, isn't he?
I agree.
Yeah. A little cringy.
I also just like. I don't trust
too many kids too. At that point, the sperm has to just be poisoned.
Yeah, it's powder, honey.
Heidi Montag or Hillary Duff.
You're lying. Oh my God. How? Okay. You're giving me the tough.
Now I already know if you pick one and don't pick the other, what I'm gonna say.
Heidi Montag or Hillary Duff? Are you kidding me? Are you joking? How can I possibly decide?
You're gonna throw one of them out to the ocean with the sharks and the whales.
I can't. I'm removing my spot on the boat. I'm taking myself off of the boat. I'm sacrificing my life for.
You can't do that. You are Noah.
I am Noah. I'm the
Cyrus.
Holy Shepherd. I'm Noah Cyrus.
The water's rising.
Oh no. Fuck.
Heidi is begging for her life. Hillary is saying, bitch.
Hillary, I'm taking you out. Hillary, you're done.
Well, now I was going to say.
You're done.
You've got to do that because Heidi just lost her home in a fire. So
right, exactly. She just lost her home in a fire. She's working hard. She has new music out. Hillary, we haven't heard from in a while. And
now, what's going to happen to Spencer? Are you going to have to take him on there too?
Oh, I didn't think about that. Okay, maybe Hillary, you're saying. Heidi, maybe I'm tossing you and your husband. Heidi, fuck it. Hillary's saying shit.
Ladies and gentlemen, my Patreon is going through her first transition. That's right, she's on her way to become a full-fledged womana. So if you want to support trans rights, go join my Patreon. And we want to thank those of you who have supported us thus far. And we hope you've enjoyed all of our extra segments with the guest of Save a Celebrity and Celebrity Jeopardy. But I sat down and I watched my Patreon and I called my team up and I said, they deserve more. Give them what they're asking for. So we're going to start a weekly series called Callergic Reactions, where my sad, melancholy, sullen producer John Mark and I will sit and we will watch things and react to them. Everything from the Browns to male frontal nudity to Christian influences. So please, go join our Patreon. You don't want to miss our new series called Callergic Reactions, coming to you soon on the Kelly Mantle Patreon at patreon.com/Kelly Mantle. See you there. Lolo Ferrari or Wendy Williams?
I'm taking her and I'm rescuing you, Wendy, from your awful, nasty conservators.
Thank you.
Wendy.
Free Wendy. Free Wendy. Free Wendy. I was watching some clips of hers from her show the other day. Girl, she is off the rocker. Remember when she was talking about Britney's conservators? She's like, death to them all. And then she even surprised herself. She's all like,
yeah, death to all of them. Ooh. Yeah,
I
love Wendy. Yes.
She's fucking everything. Queen Latifah or Isaac Dunayevsky?
Isaac Dunayevsky? Like, who is that? Is that a composer? Or Isak? It's either Isak or Isaac. I think he's probably my relative. I think I think I'm his descendant.
No way.
And I think he's a famous Russian composer.
I can see kind of like a resemblance.
You do. You shady cunt. Is it the jowls? Okay, well, I guess I'd have to save the beautiful Queen Latifah.
Yes, we will save Queen Latifah because I'm sure at this point Isaac is probably already dead.
Yeah, he probably wouldn't be into all this too. He'd probably disown me anyway. So. Corey
King or Jujubee.
I'm tossing Corey. No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding. Corey can't swim. I'm saving Corey. Corey, stay on. Jujubee, I stole her luggage so she can go.
Girl, where is the luggage?
I honestly lost it. I'm so sorry, Juju.
Are you serious?
No, I'm pretty sure I returned all of it. Like, correct me if I'm wrong, Jujubee. Like, please text me right now. She's driving me crazy with this luggage. Like, I have to have returned.
I was talking to her like 2 or 3 days ago, and I said I'm going to have plane on.
No
way.
She didn't.
And she said, "Would you please?"
She did not bring up the luggage again
to tell me to return my fucking luggage.
I swear, I thought all the luggage was accounted for. She said that she's
filling out a small claims court association with Judge Judy.
You know what? Fuck it, Jujubee. Take me to court. Because at this point, I've returned all your motherfucking luggage. Stop fucking running around behind my back, talking all this shit about me, honey. You come straight to my face. In fact, issue me a motherfucking court order.
Subpoena.
Yeah.
Oh my God, this was so much fun, you all. Thank you so much for coming here on the Kelly Mantle Studio, because I know that you are like a woman on the run right now. You've got things going on.
Girl.
And I really appreciate it.
Thank you so much for having me.
Yes.
You, again, not a legend, but an icon.
Thank you.
And yeah, you're just so sickening. I'm so glad that this podcast is doing well. I tune in every time.
So much fun.
It's totally my vibe. It gives kind of stream of consciousness, which I live for.
Yes. And we never know what's going to come out of our mouth or go in it, honey.
I love it. Yeah. I love a mystery, honey. I'm a pickle kisser myself, so.
Yes.
But, you know, I love you, and I think you're so sickening beyond.
Thank you. Likewise. So you have House of Villains coming up. What else do you have coming up?
Well, I'm, again, working on some unreleased music. Well, who knows when that's going to come out. I'm featured in some other TV projects coming out this year that I'm not, I cannot say. You know, the NDA, honey, the NDA.
No, I want to know.
Yes. And so you'll see me on your screens, honey. Sooner rather than later, I'm sure. And, you know, I feel like, you know, I'm at a place where it's time for me to kind of step up and do my own thing, because I feel like, you know, since my season, it's been go, like you've said, but I've been relying on a lot on, you know, other people for work. I've been relying on a lot of other people for gigs and for television opportunities, and, you know, opportunities like this where, you know, it's somebody else's podcast. But now it's time for me to produce my own shit.
Well, I'm here for it, honey. I'm on the front rows. Let the folks know where they can find you if they're not already following you.
Absolutely. I think I'm at _plain Jane, plain spelled like airplane. Because I'm fly, honey. Join the Mile High Club
girl.
with me.
Get on this plane ride, honey.
I think I'm that on Instagram, TikTok, Twitter, and OnlyFans. So.
OnlyFans. Thank you for joining us here on the Kelly Mantle Show with our fabulous guest, Plain Jane. And make sure you stick around and join our Patreon for more footage of Plain Jane. And also buy our merch. We just came out with brand new Kelly Mantle Show merch where you can get a puzzle or a coffee mug or a hat that says, "Hello, I'm Kelly Mantle." And tune in next week when our guest will be Amelia Earhart. Thank you for joining us, and good night.